When I first got here this morning around 3:30, I could see flames coming up from the backside of one of the apartment buildings. So I'm a motorcyclist. I'm here. I'm riding along. Man, this car's going pretty slow. But there's a car in this lane too. It's okay. I'm a motorcyclist. I'm gonna go in between the cars and split the lane. 2 people are dead after that shooting here at the Mercy Hospital parking garage on the east side of the campus. I'll step aside so you can see that parking garage blocked off. This is kind of where people would turn if they were coming this way, and look at that. I mean, it's hard as a rock. But I can imagine that murky water is still going to make it difficult for the recovery effort this morning. And I do say recovery because Chief David Pennington with Springfield Fire said last night this is no longer a rescue mission for those 3 people who are missing. It is a recovery mission. As you can see by the band coming down the road behind me, some of the roads down here are closed. This predicament left the city with 3 main options. First, it could continue with its 11-member commission, but that gets into a legal gray area because it's supposed to have 13. This is the red flag that will be given to people who try to fly today without a real ID. It looks big, but it is just one tiny piece of this massive, massive tree. 24 years ago, first responders raced up the stairs of the Twin Towers to help as many people as they could. A lot of the storms for earlier in the season have caused the ground to be soft, and that can cause trees like this one to uproot easily. Making apple butter in Mount Vernon, Billie Brightman, KY3 News.
Billie, you're going to feel muscles you didn't even know you had on that body a little bit later on today. Good luck.
My eyes are watering. Lisa Turnage didn't wake up how she was expecting to on New Year's Day.
Somebody banging on our door, and we thought a neighbor was in trouble, didn't know our apartment was on fire.
This is what she saw. A 3rd-floor apartment in the Quail Creek apartment complex engulfed in flames. Springfield and Battlefield Fire responded around 3 a.m. By the time they got there, the fire had spread into the attic area and burned through the roof.
We train on this on a regular basis, but gaining access to the fire in the attic, once fire gets into the attic of a third-story building, obviously there's a lot of residents here, and trying to make sure they're safe.
Pryor says the fire was under control in 30 to 45 minutes after they arrived, but there was a challenge. The fire hydrant closest to the building failed.
We always look for additional water sources, build in some redundancy in what we do, so if our initial water supply fails, we know there's a secondary one close by.
City Utilities was on scene to assist, and firefighters were able to start investigating a cause by sunrise. Lisa and her neighbors are figuring out what to do next, taking it one step at a time.
But I'm okay. I think a lot of the adrenaline, once I sit down, get something to drink, we'll be okay.
Colin Polk opened the Spring on Main in downtown Eureka Springs 5 years ago.
The reception in town's been wonderful. It's a great community.
In that time, he's noticed one thing his customers want that he can't provide on his own: the ability to take their drinks with them.
We get asked for it every single day. People want to take it to go. So it's like people expect it whenever they come to town, and it's something that we don't offer. And so the last thing we want to do is leave people disappointed when they get here.
So he started floating around the idea of a permanent entertainment district, a designated area of the city where people can carry open containers of alcohol outside. The idea gained traction with other business owners, eventually making its way to the Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber helped host workshops for business owners to talk about their ideas on how something like this could work safely. Also in attendance, people like Lex Lancaster, who had some concerns.
Does our town have the bandwidth for this? Do we have the infrastructure, both in people and bandwidth and funds, and then physical infrastructure, enough bathrooms and enough trash pickup, just all those little pieces.
To answer some of those questions, the Chamber says the Eureka Springs Police have been involved in the process to develop a wristband system and smaller area to make sure any unruly behavior can be monitored. But the uncertainty about the impacts of the entertainment district go beyond that.
I think if we prioritize this one behavior, it can be a turnoff for those tourists and residents who don't want that, or maybe who do participate in drinking, but they don't need to be around it in that consistent way.
Lancaster says it doesn't have to be a yes or no thing. She would be in favor of a monthly or weekly version of this, just not something that happens every single day.
I see the openness to explore Eureka Springs as a positive but I don't see this being the way that that can be done. I think it's very normal in most spaces that you finish your drink before you leave the establishment.
It's all about the memories and the experiences, and so we're just giving people another way to attain those, whether it's sitting in the Basin Park listening to music with or without a beer. I mean, that's a memory, and we're just letting people do it a little better.
Though they might disagree on the entertainment district, both Polk and Lancaster just want to see people enjoy the city they call home.
When he takes me by the hand and leads me through that promised land, what a day, glorious day that will be.
One singing voice carries over the sounds of traffic at the intersection of two highways just outside of Willard. It's Ronnie Hultgren, back selling produce out of the back of his truck after losing his store, Hultgren's Market, in the April 29th storms. Ronnie had been recovering from an injury back in April, so he wasn't at the store that morning the storm blew through.
And if I would have been in health, I would have been in the store and I'd been trying to do something, and I wouldn't have been here today. So that's a miracle in itself.
After recovering and taking down what was left of the store, Ronnie says it was no debate at all to get back to what he loved most, and to his surprise, it's even better than before.
I love to meet people. I've had some wonderful experiences, whereas when I had the store and had to pump gas and everything else, sold stuff out of the store, didn't have that opportunity.
And the community has welcomed him back with open arms.
Well, I didn't think he'd be in business there after I seen the store was destroyed there, so I'm counting my blessings there that he's still able to up and operate. I guess I almost liken it to being on holy ground in some ways.
Every bit of life is what does a person make of it. And it's just like I tell the kids and everything like it. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it.
Ronnie says he's not sure if he'll rebuild, keep selling from his truck, or try something new, but he'll take each day as it comes. What does the future look like for you and this and everything?
One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all that I'm asking of you.